Okay, yo, y'all gonna want to tap into this, bro. Where my '80s babies at? Even '90s, early '90s babies. Where my '80s babies at? I need to holler at y'all for a minute. This is some wild shit, and I'm not the one that I'm not the one that normally goes into conspiracy theories. That's just not me. I try to stay away from them because they can make you look crazy at the end of the day, especially if they be debunked. So I try to stay away from them. But anymore, I'm sorry, y'all. There's some stuff that I have to get into that it's not going nothing is gonna make sense unless you kind of get into conspiracy theories. And then it's like they get into them anyway too. So you know what I'm saying? You got the QAnon. I mean, you got to talk about them to understand what other people are saying and stuff like that and how they feel. So I think you have to address conspiracy, at least address conspiracy theories. You can't just ignore them because you might look like crazy if you don't know what you if you don't know if you don't look like you know what you're talking about. You may look crazy. So that's all I'm saying. But with this way, this is crazy, y'all. Because I swear, how many of y'all seen the Back to the Future movie? Some people are saying that's the greatest movie ever. And then part two of Back to the Future was one of the greatest movies ever made. White people say that, black people say that. It's hands down, period. Back to the Future 2 is the greatest movie ever made. That's just bottom line, period. Because it took you on an adventure. It tripped us out because it took us in the past, in the future, and back in the past, and it flipped you out the whole movie, and it got you thinking, can these things really happen, bro? Have y'all ever got to where y'all look at TV and things and y'all say, man, this is like life, and like the Simpsons, you know how the Simpsons always do that, go back and forth. This is similar to that, but this is even closer. I don't know. This is what I'm gonna say. Okay, let me lay it out to y'all. Think about in Back to the Future, the character Biff. Who does that remind y'all of? Donald Trump. And that, it was they was talking about this yesterday. There's one character in that movie that reminds you of Donald Trump. The way he had the comb over, how he had the casinos, how he just like a businessman who got lucky, but you know what I'm saying? The rest, everything else around him was shit. But in the movie, he got lucky because he fell into some, you know, he played his way into success. You know what I'm saying? By cheating the system. And yes, he won by cheating the system, but by him winning, cheating the system, everything else around him went to shit because he cheated the system. It wasn't supposed to happen like that. Almost like you went into how they say the time continuous, where he drew it out to where they was like, well, how did this happen? How did America get so fucked up, right? And they explained it. He was like, it was supposed to go this way. Like Kamala was supposed to win. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the direction America was supposed to take. But somehow they got in. And I'm not saying that they went to the future and changed shit. I'm not saying that. I went to the past and changed shit. I'm not saying that. I mean, however, you are dealing with people like Elon Musk and people who if anybody would understand how to do that shit or how you do that shit, to me, I think it would be them. Right now, if anybody had the ability to go back into the future and change shit, I would almost say it would be them. But I'm not even saying that. That just popped in my head. But that would be peculiar. That would be. But Look how Biff treated his girl, Melania Trump. You know what I'm saying? How he would just throw her around or hit her or whatever. The shit gets even crazier because you got a son, Barron Trump, and there's a book out about a guy named Barron Trump who did time continuance, who went back into the future. Like this, like every movie is based on a book until like maybe the 2000s. That's why movies are so good. Spider-Man, our classic movies. That's why they're so good, because they were based on the book. Now movies are just based on anything. That's why they don't. That's why they're not as successful. Lord of the Rings, all these movies was based on books. So I would be really hard pressed. A good ass movie as Back to the Future, it was probably based on a book. And there's a book out there, and I swear to God, they sell. And I'm gonna bring it up next podcast I do. We'll talk about this, and it's called Barron Trump. And Barron Trump went back into the future and did the exact same thing that they did for the movie Back to the Future. Bro, this shit is crazy as fuck. Like, when he did that, he fucked everything up. The whole world was like a Mad Max and Terror Dome type look, to where shit was fucked up, people was hurting, people was out in the streets, there wasn't no stores. Look at the way shit is happening right now. You look at Mad Max and the Terror Dome, Elon Musk specifically said those cyber trucks were made for that type of environment, to where it would be like total chaos, and here you have cyber trucks just driving along. That shit's wild, man. And then you look at the Mad Max, and it was almost like those cyber trucks are like the frame of the trucks that's riding around. This is a frame taken off of them, bro. It's like if that shit is not a movie, it's somebody or something that is definitely trying to take us to that point. I'm gonna get more research, and I'm gonna post more videos. But then even the thing about 88, how fast you gotta go to get the future 88 is something symbolic of everything that's going on. The 88, right? And not only that, all of these, that was an 80s movie classic. All of these 80 stars are dying right now. Just one by one, boom, boom, boom. And it all happened when the stuff is going to hit the fan. All in a matter of a few days, a few weeks, all these 80 stars are just dying right now. If you ask me, I honestly think that it was a deal with the Illuminati. Like, y'all, we're going to make y'all rich. We're going to give y'all everything y'all need. But when it's time for us to collect, oh, y'all better be ready. And I don't think they understood what that meant. Or maybe they felt like if I just be cool with them, I can live my life and I don't ever have to worry about them coming to collect. But nah, they coming to collect, bro. For some reason, they're like, nah, we need y'all. We need y'all souls right now. We need them. There is no other black kid that rose as high as that Huxtable kid. And he was a good actor. I'm not gonna lie, he's a good actor. But there is no other black star that rose higher than he did. Child star. So that means to me it's like he's protected. He did. I mean, he made. It's like almost like he made that deal. Never nothing bad about Theo Huxtable ever. 80 star. So this is really it's really freaky. It's creepy. There's some real stuff going on right now. And the more we talk about it, the better it's gonna be, because I don't understand. I don't get a lot of stuff happening right now. I don't understand. So we're gonna come back and do another podcast, the mobile podcast with Johnny. Johnny, thank you for watching.